pre-meeting of the Mobile City Council Tuesday, January 9th. We have approval of minutes from January 2nd.
Any issues?
Appeals, we have requests for a waiver of the noise ordinance on January 15th from 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. in Cathedral Square. April 27th, 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. in Langen Park Pavilion. And on June the 8th, from 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. in Langen Park.
Any issues, Mr. Carroll?
Just say on track. The 15th, is that Monday?
Yes, sir.
That's fine.
Public hearings today is the public hearing to rezone property located at 2201, 2223, 2260 Halls Mill Road from R1 and B3 to B5.
Okay.
Public hearing to rezone property located at 6137 Todd Acres Drive from B5 and I2 to R1.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I'd ask that we take this one by consent today.
It's just a public hearing.
Yeah, but it shows up as ordinance introduced.
Okay.
Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. Christine Gibson to thank the council for their support. Cynthia Land, concerns about business licenses being given to companies that sell the same product. Timothy,
Can we stop for a minute? Do we know what? Do you know what this is about?
It's
Lana, did you
alcohol, I
talk?
think, is what.
Which one? The Cynthia Land?
Yes.
She says it's a liquor store that sells the same products as another.
We got a lot of stores that sell the same things.
I think the point is that there's just too many liquor stores. But we'll see.
Too many convenience stores, too many grocery stores, too many clothing stores.
All right. Madam Clerk.
That's something for the consumers to decide.
Timothy Hollis, comments about decriminalization of marijuana. Sabrina Mask, concerns about irregular spending, public safety funding, and transparency to citizens about city funds. Reggie Hill, fitness for duty inventory, the Civic Center, zoning, and public safety. Ordinances held over.
Mr. President,
Mr. Penn.
I know for a while we've been talking about maybe the ordinance coming forth about marijuana. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. Listen.
Ordinance is held over. 25039, ordinance amending chapter 25, garbage, trash, and litter of the Mobile City Code.
Are we voting this today?
And I would ask that we push this. We have a meeting on the last Tuesday of the month, 30th
30
of January. Yeah, and then hopefully the next week maybe we can take up whatever changes and all we need to make on this.
Just a quick question. Has everybody read all the way through this?
Yes.
Corey?
I can make that.
I know Joel has, right?
I have not.
Okay.
So we need to hold this off.
Excuse me, we're gonna have a committee meeting.
30 January 24.
So we're gonna hold this over till the week after that?
The 6th of February. Yeah. So it'll be a month.
Okay. 64001 and 64002 are considering a modification of a previously approved plan unit development and a previously approved planning approval for property located at 951 Downtowner Boulevard and 3655 Marion Beckham Drive. 64003, rezone property located at 1065 and 1067 Schillinger Road South from R1 to B3. 64004, 005, 006, 007, 009 are rezoning the newly annexed areas. Consent resolutions held over. 40, 1220, declare the structure at 815 Chin Street a public nuisance and order it demolished.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Yeah, okay.
I've got an update for Mr. Carroll at this location. I do recommend we table this because the homeowner has demolished the structure.
Resolutions held over 07005. Approve the issuance of a multifamily housing revenue bond in an aggregate principal not to exceed $350,815,000. 08006. Approve purchase order to Bell Electrical Supply for Generac Towers at MPD and the Cruise Terminal, $97,344. 08007. Approve purchase order to Donahue Chevrolet for Chevrolet Tahoes. 08008. Approve purchase order to eBuilder for annual renewal of project management software. 08009. Approve purchase order to Gulf State Distributors for rifle ammunition. 08010. Approve purchase order to Gwen Stationery and Engraving for printing and mailing of annual business license forms. 08011. Approve purchase order to Precision Delta Corp for ammunition. 08012. Approve purchase order to Sansum Equipment for vertical mast assembly for garbage truck. 08013. Approve purchase order to Stuns for annual renewal of Monday.com work and project management software. 09014. Transfer funds from capital project citywide environment testing to capital project stormwater management MS4 program. 21015. Authorized contract with John G. Walton Construction for Cypress Shores drainage improvements. 21016. Authorized contract with Gulf States Consultants and Administrators for employee health benefits consulting services. 60, 017, 018, 019, and 020 are authorizing settlement agreement and release of claims. Ordinance is being introduced. 64010 is the rezoning on Halls Mill Road. 64011 is rezoning at Todd Acres Drive.
And we're going to take that up today.
Yes, sir.
Consent resolutions being introduced. 31026. Authorize the mayor to apply, accept, and receive a grant from the Porch Band of Creek Indians for law enforcement training, $20,000, no local match. 58027 and 028 are authorizing removal of weeds and assess costs for removal of weeds. Group 1650 and repeat weedling group 65. 60, 029, 030, and 031 are determining appropriations to People United to Advance the Dream, Inc., Marching Cougars Band Booster Club, and People United to Advance the Dream, Mobile, Inc., serves a public purpose and approving payment. CIP resolutions being introduced. 09032, transfer funds from Capital Project District 4 Contingency Project to Grant Match Holding Account for match requirement to identify restoration services in the Dog River watershed, $250,000. 21038, authorized contract of Harris Contracting for pickleball courts at Lavretta and Hillsdale Parks, $1,586,000. 21039, authorized contract with Sawgrass Consulting for 2024 CIP resurfacing Council Districts 1, 2, 3, and 5, $539,070. Resolutions being introduced. 08033. Approve purchase order to Butler Complete Services for clearing of drainage ditch from Eslava Creek Parkway to McVeigh Drive South, $405,000. 08034, approve purchase order to Donahue Chevrolet for Chevrolet Tahoe for animal services, $50,357.04. 08035, approve purchase order to ProTech Video for annual renewal of telemetry software for MPD Cyber, $210,415. 08036, approve purchase order to Stuns for annual renewal of Monday.com software, Mobile Police Department Cyber, $52,668. 21037, authorized contract for golf cart rental for Azalea City Golf Course, $275,000. 40040, authorized a purchase amendment of 4231 Shipyard Road, price reduced to 745,000 from 775,000. Announcements.
Council. Anything from the administration? Okay. All right. We'll see each other at 10:30.